The views and opinions of the hosts or guests of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of the management or staff of Intercom Memphis.
Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
And good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray.
And you can tell.
And then, as you can tell, this is not Larry Ray. Hey, this is the first weekend in April.
That's right.
Today is the opening of Tennessee's 2016 spring turkey season.
And guess where Larry is?
Yeah, guess where Larry is. And it's really, really good because
and no storm.
there's no storms. We got them the day before. Larry fooled him, I thought. You know, he probably told the weather people that the
He's
turkey season opened, you know, like Wednesday. But now I'm Dave Gabbard, one of your co-hosts for this edition of Outdoors with Larry Ray. Got my other brother Daryl sitting across from me, hunter education guru Gene Smith.
Good morning.
And everything. So, yeah, we've let Larry, a.k.a. the Turkey Stalker, this morning. He's gone turkey hunting. He'll be calling in from the field. And he's hunting up near Selmer, Tennessee, on the Sulphur Springs farm with Mark Level and his son Josh. I think Josh is going to take them out and see if they can't bag a bird. And there's lots of birds I've seen, you know.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a lot of them.
You know, Brother Darrell and I, we were earlier this week over in Middle Tennessee working a national archery in the schools indoor competition. We're going to be talking about that later in the hour. We also, of course, being open mic Saturday, you know, we'll have our reports from Ron Brannaman. We're also going to be talking with Major Brian Thompson, you know, on some changes that's come down and some laws that were passed by the Tennessee legislature during the past session that's gone into effect. It has to do with some big game penalties. Be talking to my buddy Lacey Lane over at the Governor's. Today is the Governor's one-shot turkey hunt that's sponsored by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Foundation. And Lacey has a big part in planning that hunt, so we're going to give Lacey a call, you know, about on into the show. And then we got going to talk to Robert Gorman, coach of the Arlington Trappers, which
he won a nice award.
He won a nice award, and we're going to be talking to Robert on through the show. But a lot going on. For, like I said, today is the opening day of the 2016 spring turkey season. It'll open at 30 minutes before sunrise today, and it'll go through May the 15th. And, of course, the bag limit is one bearded turkey per day, not to exceed 4 for the season. You know, last weekend was the youth hunt, and talking to some of our folks that were involved in the youth hunt, the kids hit it pretty good.
Okay.
Talking to my colleague Lance Ryder, one of the big youth hunts he helps put on up in Carroll County, they had like 53 kids
All right.
out into the field, and about half of them scored, turkeys, including he had 3 kids in wheelchairs, with disabilities, and all
That's super.
and all 3 of those
Got a bird.
got a bird.
All
So,
right. That's great.
but the birds, it was funny after that, the storms we had Wednesday. Of course, I was over in Middle Tennessee, between the archery tournament and helping with the activity in the governor's one-shot hunt over there. After those storms passed through, I was out and around, and it was just turkeys everywhere, out in the fields, and mainly
But-
drying off, but
Right. Yeah.
but they were really, really, it's phenomenal over in Middle Tennessee to see the amount of turkeys that's in some of those counties. Over here, it's over the last few years we've been kind of dealt a blow because of the high water
Right.
we've had.
Happens pretty regular.
And I always kid, I tell people that here in West Tennessee, the Native Americans, they hunted throughout West Tennessee, and of course they lived along the Mississippi River bluffs. But in the main part of hey, I hear something.
It's a turkey whisperer.
It's a turkey whisperer.
Hey guys,
Hey,
yeah. We're just getting here now with Mark and Josh Lovell. We just put the cart up and we're getting ready to walk to our spot. And perfect morning, a little wind, 38 degrees.
yeah, it's a dogwood winter.
Yeah, let me get so I'm checking in with you. We're getting ready to walk, and I will check back in with you later. But we're fired up. I hope that one of us 3 gets one. I'd really like Mark to get one. If we just keep him awake, he'll get one. I'm pretty sure about it. So I'll be talking to y'all off and on during the show.
Well, do us a favor and don't step on a skunk as you go in.
I won't. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.
The turkey stalker.
Right.
Fixing to pursue the wily gobbler out there this morning. But I was saying, here, the Native Americans always said they didn't live in West Tennessee because the land leaked too much.
Yeah.
So, and coming down, into Memphis yesterday, all the rivers, the Forked Deer and the Hatchie and the Loosahatchee, they were all. I haven't looked to see what the Mississippi River, what kind of rise it's on, but usually, when the water gets out, especially this time of year when the hens start nesting, it causes,
Yeah, they like to nest in that lowlands.
yeah,
That's what
and
floods.
everything. But some of the other stuff happening in the agency, of course, they're fixing to start looking at hunting season recommendations, have their season-setting meetings. The commission, Fish and Wildlife Commission, at their last commission meeting, the feds have changed up the way they set the waterfowl season. So we already know what the waterfowl seasons for this year is going to be. And the proposed is, of course, the split season like we normally have, November the 26th and 27th, which is the weekend after Thanksgiving, that Friday and Saturday, and then it'll close down and open the following Saturday, December the 3rd, and go till January the 29th. We get to go to the last Sunday in January, in the framework. So everybody said, well, why don't you keep going? I said, well, we can't do that. The feds set the framework.
Yeah,
and
so that's migratory birds.
That's migratory bird. We also know, we recommended, they kind of gave us some options on the dove season. The last segment of the dove season, we've had some interest in the last years, to run that a little longer and, move it to a little longer. In fact, some of my best dove hunts has always been in that December season.
Really?
It's when we get a lot of, as I call them, big, fat,
they're pumping up for the
pink-footed
winter.
northern birds are down here. Kind of look like a big pigeon. But and we've recommended the proposed dates for that, the third segment, from December the 8th through January the 15th. So
You still have to get that little thing.
still have to, when you buy your license, if you don't have a lifetime license or a sportsman's license, when you go buy your regular what we call the combination hunting and fishing license, ask them, you got to buy this, this migratory bird endorsement that's on there. That's, a lot of people think migratory bird stamp, not like a duck stamp. No, this is totally different that the states have to have, because of the federal, framework and stuff. So, and a lot of the, bless their heart, some of the license agents, they don't know to ask that. Do they want that? So here, you're getting ready to go, for dove hunting, September the 1st, and you said they'll call people, will call in, and we'll to the regional office and be asking questions. What do I need? I've got this. Well, you'll need this, and they say, didn't know that, so.
Right.
But
well, that's why it's good to check the hunting guide.
Yeah,
if things
check the
do
hunting
change.
guide. Check our website. tnwildlife.org. It's got all that information on it and everything. But and today, with the weather's going to be like it is, like I was kidding Larry a while ago. It's kind of the dogwood trees, everything is in bloom out there.
Right.
It's beautiful, but if you have allergic to pollen,
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
this is fixing to be the season of the yellow car.
Yes, it is.
And I was noticing up by my place the other day, I have a lot of pines
Oh yeah.
around, and they're fixing to pollinate, so everything around my place will be yellow here for the next couple of weeks.
And the snakes will be waking up.
And yeah, the
Warm
snakes will
weather.
be waking up, but it's if you're in the outdoors, snake's a snake.
That's
Don't
right.
be worried about snakes. So, hey, I hear music.
Yeah.
And Greg's got his finger pointing at us.
Look out.
Yo, so y'all get up, go get yourself a cup of coffee. Come back and join us for the next segment of Outdoors with Larry Ray.
We've got woodlands, fields, and water.